All right.
So get ready.
You pumping yourself up?
Ready. Let away we go.
What do you say, Mr. Scream? Welcome in, everybody. It's the Craft Beer Republic. Thanks for drinking. Thanks for joining us from the Midwest, bringing the guns to the gun show. Get your tickets, everybody. It's Big Sexy Flexy.
You know, could you imagine somebody clicking on our podcast and thinking it was something else?
Like what?
I don't know, anything else, and then hearing what we have to say.
Like a show where we just talk about beer? Because it's in the title and all?
Yeah, maybe they think it's something else. And
what a concept.
I'm an idiot.
Yeah, well, welcome to Idiotville. And coming in after a long hiatus because he thought we were looking puny, especially Flex, needed some workout tips, we are being joined in studio by the fitness guru himself. Scott, how's it going?
Oh, it's going great. Ready to pump you guys up.
Yeah.
A lot of people
And
don't
then
know
work
this,
out.
but Scott has been my personal trainer for the last 13 years.
Wow, 13 years.
13 years now.
Didn't realize it'd been going on that long.
Almost half my
I
life.
knew him before I knew you, Greg. That's crazy.
Wow.
It is something.
How have the gains been? Big gains?
They've been all right.
Yeah. Just all right?
You've seen me.
Right. I haven't known you for 13 years, though, unlike Scott, apparently.
Well, I'm pretty modest.
Right. Fair enough.
He's
All
not
right.
up to my level yet, but he's getting there.
He'll get there.
Yeah.
There'll be a time. One of these days, Flex.
Yeah, it's the teacher and the grasshopper thing, and
Right.
yeah, it'll come.
Eventually, the grasshopper becomes the teacher or whatever, and I like it. That's very good. Well,
it's very Karate Kid of us.
yeah, it's nice of Scott to really put in the time and volunteer his muscular efforts.
Well, look, my first look, I figured it's the least I could do.
Yeah. So good stuff. All right, if anybody's still hanging out after that one, at least we didn't talk about dicks. Shit. Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining, all that good stuff. Find us on the socials at Craft Beer Republic, at FlexMeABeer _ in between. And you on that Instagram yet?
I'm on it, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Do you have anything posted?
No.
Okay.
I think the only thing I have on there is Craft Beer Republic.
Oh, okay. Do you know your name, your username on there?
I don't.
Okay.
So be sure and look me up.
Yeah, go look them up. I'm sure it's there somewhere.
It's got to be like Scotty Too Hottie or something.
Something
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
Workout guru. I don't know.
Right,
The guy
yeah.
who doesn't know who he is.
Workout tips 69, something like
the
that.
real Flexi.
The OG Flex. Yeah, that's probably what it is. I think that's right. And craftbeerrepublic.com. Okay, devsticks.com. All the websites. Lot to get to today. We have a new voicemail from listener Pablo. Some news to get through, some drinkings
Pablo?
to get through. Yeah, Pablo.
Who's that dude?
Pablo is a cool guy. He came out to the live show for Pedals and Pints. He's been listening for a long time, and he called in to basically corroborate my story from last week. So we'll get to that in just a couple. But before we get anywhere else, I think it's time to strap on some hydration. Wow, Flex really loves this beer.
Hey, you started it.
Oh, you're right. We are drinking compliments of, let me check on the camera, Tavor. Compliments of Tavor. We are drinking Where I Want to Be by Deciduous Brewing Company. Strap in for this one. Double IPA with Strata and Galaxy. Woo!
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, big words.
Catch your breath, man.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, 8.3% ABV. Has a 418 on Untapped.
Wow.
With over 1,200 ratings. So I'd say that's pretty respectable.
That's a top-notch ABV and rating.
Yeah, it's fitting into that flex category there.
Yeah, Daddy likey.
Yeah, you do. If you're on Tavor, it's your first time, promo code Unfiltered to get you $10 off your first order. Let me stick my schnoz into this.
Yeah, why don't you get up in that?
I feel like something tropical like papaya. Papaya stands out for some reason.
Okay.
I wish I had you here as the expert on produce.
I don't know anything. I just pretend for the fans.
You do a good job. I believe it.
Thanks, man. It's funny, my old Monday date, Tim, would think the same thing.
That you're an expert in produce?
Well, no, that he was always fascinated by being able to find notes and whatnot on the beer.
Oh, yeah.
He said he could never do it, so...
Yeah, I'm not that great either. But on the old tongue jobber here, I'm getting a lot of that tropical fruit. I guess that's papaya. I have to admit, I'm not overly experienced in papaya. I'm sure Scott is. I'm sure he's got papaya on the daily.
Yeah, every day.
Yeah.
I'm a strict papaya diet.
Right. I'm getting some mango and some pineapple and some other citrus in there. A little bit of hot burn and a little bit of warmth from the booze as it finishes up is how it goes for me. You enjoying this one?
Yeah, I am. I'm feeling the warmth that you're talking about. I was thinking it's more like pine, but maybe it's papaya. I don't know, something with a P.
Yeah, some sort of alliteration.
Yeah,
yeah,
but yeah, I mean it's really good.
Yeah, this is a good one from Deciduous. Where do they come from?
Yeah. Do you like hop burn,
New Hampshire.
by the way?
I can like hop burn. Sometimes it's there and it presents something nice and gives it like another depth. Other times it's like, did you guys fuck this up? What happened?
Oh, see, I'm a big fan of it.
I'm just a so-so, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it feels purposeful and sometimes it feels very accidental.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. When Spencer was going to be on here, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, R.I.P. to Spencer's
R.I.P.
fucking brew day today.
So I would have wanted to ask him that and why some juicy, hazy IPAs come out to be so malty. But tune in next time.
Right. Yeah, from Spencer today. What up? Boiler went down, stopped mid-louder. Kettle is full now and waiting for the tech show up. Not a good brew day for...
Doesn't sound good at all.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So R.I.P. to whatever batch of beer he was working on.
Well, yeah, where's Deciduous out of?
Oh, New Hampshire.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
They do some decent beer out there, right?
Yeah, New Market, New Hampshire.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Never been,
So,
probably will never be.
yeah, I can co-sign both of those statements.
You ever heard of anybody just saying like, "Oh, I'm going to go vacation to New Hampshire"?
I don't know. Scott's pulled some weird ones out sometimes. I've texted him. He's been like, "Oh yeah, I'm in the middle of insert like Kentucky." It's like, why the fuck are you in Kentucky?
And most of the time, I don't even know I'm going in until the wife says, "Hey, we're going to this place." I'm like, "Where the hell's that?"
Didn't you get saved
by cheap tickets or what?
She has friends everywhere.
Ah, okay.
We're on the other hand, I have no friends,
right?
So
which is
I was
much
saying
easier.
The complete opposite of my wife. She has 0 friends.
And you have all the friends.
My wife talks to everybody. I don't talk to anybody.
Okay, that makes
So
sense.
it kind of evens out, yeah.
Yeah. Weren't you saved by COVID on like a cruise or something? Like, didn't you have to cancel it because of COVID?
Oh, yeah. I was saved
that?
from a trip to Iceland.
Iceland, that's right.
What do you mean saved? Wouldn't you want to go to Iceland?
Oh, God, no. I don't even want to travel. And now she wants to go camping. I hate camping. Why do I want to leave where I live and go live like a homeless person?
So you can see how the rest of the world lives.
I guess. And apparently we are going camping and
like intense?
I don't know.
You're gonna at least like rent an RV or some shit?
Well, one of the trips we're supposed to go on, and these are all with her friends, so I just sit there and just drink beer and
Do you have your little Stone Cold ice chest?
I'm gonna get one.
Yeah, you need to.
Yeah, I had one at one time and it disappeared, so I'm gonna have to get me another one.
Yeah.
See, camping for me is crazy how people are just willing to go sleep on the ground for fun.
Yeah, I'm not.
I used to love it. Maybe I'm getting old. I don't know, but I just really don't.
Maybe I'm getting old. All I think about is how much my back is going to hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, even sleeping in like Nick and Nicole's trailer, which is super nice, it's just not your bed. And like you wake up after a night of drinking and you've plastered yourself to your bed, it's like, ooh, back's a little sore. I mean, leaps and bounds better than the ground, but yeah, man.
Yeah. I mean, for me, there's nothing like your own bed. And, I wake up in the morning and I know where everything's at and have my little routine and we go away and all of a sudden that's just all blown to hell.
So where are you guys going camping?
I don't know.
Oh, it's probably better that way.
I think.
You can't set it on fire beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'd work on that too.
Right.
I'm sure she told me, but
She probably did.
I respect the hell out of that.
I'm sure she does
because
too.
I can relate to it so much.
Did your wife pull that shit like, hey, Flex, we're going here next week?
Dude, she tries to tell me that she's told me things like 3 or 4 times when she just springs it on me.
Yeah.
I'm just like, you are a filthy liar. Like, especially when it's things that I would definitely have remembered.
Right.
And she's like, I told you this 3 times before. No, you didn't. You told me now, and now you're trying to save yourself.
Right. And more than things that you might have remembered, it's like things you would have definitely just never said.
Maybe.
Yeah. See, I'm lucky. My wife can't lie to save her life. So there's none of that. She couldn't be like, hey, remember this one? Like, no, you're full of.
So that's me. So it's like, there are things she'll tell me that, like, in the argument, she'll say like a key word, and it'll like rekindle my memory, and I'll be like, oh shit, she said that, and she fucking got me.
Sure, there are those.
But then there are
especially if you're
times,
drunk when
like
it
I said,
happened.
when she like springs it on me and swears she's told me 3 to 4 times, and I know for a fact that I've never heard this before in my life because there's not one thing she's saying that sounds any sort of familiar.
Right.
You know, and that's when I know I've got her, but she cannot be wrong, man. I'm married to a woman who can't be wrong.
Oof. Hey, remember that one time you told me you were going to massage my feet for 3 hours?
Yeah, I never said that.
No, you totally said that, Flex.
That kind of reminds me, years ago, this is a previous relationship. And
what was his name?
Joe.
Okay. That's hot.
Yes, we'll call him Joe.
Yeah.
Anyway, and so I woke up one morning because, surprisingly drinking the night before. So I woke up and my daughter was very young at the time. I was in bed with her and I woke up and you sent somebody standing there, and I look up and the person that I was with at the time, they're like standing there staring at me. And I look up and I'm like,
uh-oh.
I'm not sure what was going on. And she's like, are you sorry for what you called me last night? I have no idea what I called her. I just said, yeah.
Yeah. You're like, well, probably not.
Yeah. And probably if I really knew what it was I called you, I'd say no. But
I had an ex-girlfriend that would get mad at me for dreams she had. She would have a dream like I cheated on her in the dream, and then she'd wake up mad at me for the whole day because I cheated on her in a dream.
You fucking you.
Yeah.
That's so gross.
That didn't last very long.
Well,
and then I cheated on her in the end. So
that'll teach her.
How proud are you?
Yeah. That would have been really funny. She's like, we're breaking up. Why? Because I did cheat on you.
Actually did.
Yeah.
Premonition, bitch.
Apparently you can tell the future.
Kidding.
Enjoy it. Yeah. All right. Let's see how we transition out of that one.
Yeah, that's it's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
So how about
we just
voicemail?
Yeah. That's where I was going next. We do have a voicemail from listener Pablo. He's out there in Oxnard near where Wagon Wheel Brewing is. So he's calling to talk about that. He also has something for Chew. So here is Pablo.
Hello. No one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hey, Craft Beer Republic. It's Pablo. Just, I have a few things. Maybe Chew Your Beer might like this because my message might be a little long, but just listen to the latest episode. Having been born and raised in Oxnard, I have to agree. We can be loyal. And Wagon Wheel Brewing, great beer, but yes, their food sucks. I wouldn't recommend the food, but yes, try the beer. It's a great spot, but yeah, the beer is great, and yeah, that food, we ended up giving it to our dog when we went, and the dog didn't even want to eat it. So how about that?
Wow.
Also, when you were talking about Deb having the keg of the Tea Hill liquid candy, I have a bone to pick with Tea Hill. Liquid candy is awesome off the tap. The other day I bought a can, not so great. It wasn't hazy, it was clear, and that shit tasted like soap. I'm wondering if they just cleaned their system and then canned that. Last but not least, I have a question for Chew, or maybe even Greg. Was it just me, or on the episode with Chew, in the beginning, he sounded like a deer in headlights? And then once the hydration kicked in, he kind of sounded like the OG Chew Your Beer. Love the show. Keep doing what you're doing. And with the election year coming up, let's see some Greg Flex 2024 campaign t-shirts. Love you guys. It's awesome. Your show's awesome. Keep it up.
Thanks, Pablo.
I
805
feel like $1 million right now.
Yeah, 805-538-BEER, 2337 is the number to call. Yeah, I think we need to get to work on some Flex Greg 2024 t-shirts.
Greg, I
Oh,
would
there
be
you
your
go.
vice president any day.
Ooh, daddy. Daddy like.
How's that?
Yeah.
Guess what? And my birthday is coming up this summer, right?
Right.
I'm gonna be 35.
That's how
old you need to be,
That's right. Oh, we got this in the bag.
dude. It's done.
You know how everyone has like the t-shirts where it says like, name and then VP and then their slogan like, make America drunk again or something.
Hey,
We
that's
should-
a good one.
Well, that's a good one. It's a little too close to someone else's.
It is. It's a little racy.
We should just say Greg Flex 24 Daddy.
You know what? You sold me.
I'll start
in.
filling out the paperwork. Maybe
Fucking
intern
in.
Brian can fill out our presidential paperwork or something.
Yeah, he'll
for
run
us.
our campaign.
Yeah, it'd be great. He'll handle all the legal shit and we'll just worry about getting elected.
Yeah, and then the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna dig into the state of New Jersey.
Oh boy.
And their beer laws.
We're just gonna fix all their laws.
Yeah, that'll probably take our entire presidency.
Well, maybe like 3.5 years.
Yeah, but I'm here for it. My fellow American.
I wish you guys could see he's doing the
Yeah.
Clinton thumb thing.
Yeah, and I definitely did have sex with Flex for sexual relations.
It's like that meme where it shows Clinton sitting at a desk and it says like Gen Z won't understand that there's actually two people in this picture.
I haven't seen that. That's fantastic.
It's brilliant.
Oh, it's good. And Pablo, yes. Chu was very nervous at the start of that live show and then became very hydrated as it went on. I mean, he started pregame in the shower. He had like shots in the shower
Yeah.
and then showed up and had like 3 beers before the show. Then our flight ended up being like 6 beers or something like that. And they were not short pours by any means. And yeah, but before we started, I don't know if I told this on the show or not. Before we started, he comes up and goes, "Hey, are you going to cuss on this?" I was like, I mean, I'm not going to not cuss. We're live.
Just be
people
yourself,
are here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hold back, but I'm not going to fuck. And, which would have been funny. And he goes, "Okay, I'm not going to cuss. I got family here and this and that." And I was like, "Yeah, whatever you want, man. You do you." And then by like minute 32, I was like, "Yeah, fucking A, homie, like fucking this and fucking that and fucking I'm chew your beer, fuckity fuck." And it's like, all right, choose hydrated.
Yeah, he was pretty well lubed up by the end.
Yeah. So
good
but
for him
times.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Pablo, you
sometimes
nailed
it takes a bit to loosen up. I get it.
Hey, I'm one of them people too. And I did some Googling to see if I could figure out what the problem was with Pablo's liquid candy from T Hill. The best guess, and smarter people who are listening, please write in or something. I could come up with was chlorophenols. Apparently, it takes a very small amount of chlorophenol to develop within the system to taint the beer. They can taste and smell like antiseptic solutions, mouthwash cleaner, or even spicy like cloves. So I wonder if that's where the cleaner taste comes from. And apparently, it's a reaction between the beer line material and the beer line cleaners when they're not used correctly, or if you leave the cleaner in too long. So could be something like that.
Look at you getting all sciencey.
Yeah.
Got
Beer
me
science right
sweating
there.
over here. Jeez.
Should have played the song apparently. Geez.
Wowza.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah. Like I said, if you guys want to call in, 855-538-BEER 2337, and maybe I can sign some shit up for you.
Could you imagine being like president of the United States and running this podcast?
That would be, be like our own fireside chat.
Just like, sir, we need you to do this public announcement.
No,
Can you can it for tomorrow? 'Cause
it's Monday night, right?
We got a deadline.
Sir, we are invading a country. Like, CBR is going out. I need you to shut the fuck up. Secret Service? Where's Secret Service?
Secret Service. Security.
Yeah. Or maybe I could borrow Biden's dog who likes to bite people. Was it
Okay.
like Ranger or Scout or something like that. One of them bit like some Secret Service member. Like, hey, get over here, do your fucking job. Be great.
Ay.
Marty's not going to bite anybody. He's a pansy.
Great dog. Great dog.
Great dog, but he's a fluff ball. All right, let's do a little news flight. There's Flex typing away on his. Oh, and I just passed out.
How does that go together?
I don't know, man.
It's like a deadline, but somebody actually dying.
I don't think it's meant to be a heart monitor, but man, does it sound
sounds
like
like
one.
it.
Certainly, yeah.
He's flatlining. Get the paddles.
Scares the hell out of me every time I listen.
Ninkasi has merged with Ashland Hard Seltzer, their parent company, to form Great Frontier Holdings. The portfolio will be Wings and Arrow, whose brands include Ashland Hard Seltzer, Mucho Aloha Hard Lemonade, there's a fucking name, Villager Spirits, canned cocktails, and Wings and Arrow beer. And they'll be under Ninkasi Brewing's Great Frontier Holdings.
Where do they come up with those brand names?
Yeah. Mucho Aloha?
What was that? Like Ninkasi and was that Ashland you said?
Yeah, Ninkasi and Ashland.
And then
Two
they
big brands.
go to Great Frontier.
Great Frontier.
Like,
I think because, they're Pacific Northwest. Kind of.
Mucho aloha.
Yeah.
Much high.
Much high.
much.
Yeah. Only on 420.
Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah, it's like bilingual.
Right. See.
See, it is.
Mucho C.
Mucho C. Sierra Nevada founder Ken Grossman will be taking back over as the CEO of Sierra Nevada as their current CEO, Jeff White, retires. So he'll be stepping back in the seat. And Villians Brewing, who we talked about, I think back in April, they're taking over the old Modern Times location in Anaheim. That's the one with the pool.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did talk about that.
The only brewery in America to have a pool, which just every time I think about it, it sounds like an insurance nightmare. But they have officially opened over the weekend. So if anybody wants to go swimming and get hammered, now's your chance.
What a super cool brewery name, though.
Villians Brewing?
Yes.
Yeah. I like it.
You better have some wicked can art.
Yeah. No cans yet, but yeah, I agree.
But you know what I mean? I mean, just the sky's the limit for that.
Mm-hmm.
And
True.
it's like an endless pool of ideas for beer names and everything.
Yeah, anything like evil or yeah, I dig it.
Evil.
Let's find out what Flex is drinking.
In a world where craft beer is king,
It's more like Lorne Michaels than
where muscles are
Dr.
bigger
Evil.
than
Great
growlers.
segue.
Only one tongue can
My
guide us.
fellow Americans.
One man, one tongue, one tongue jobber. In this world, we must find out what is Flex drinking.
Well, hello there. Today, Flex stopped by the old Explorium Brewpub at the local shopping mall, and I caught a couple beers while I was there, and I grabbed this Lost in the Sauce, which is their experimental IPA series. Mostly, I mean, I did get it because it tasted good, but this hop they use, you know how we always talk about HBC 586?
Right, and how you're mad that it doesn't have a name yet.
Yeah. So get this one, okay? YQH-1320 and Wai-Iti hops.
Das fuck.
Yeah, I wish you
indeed.
could have got a snapshot of your face on that one. YQH-1320.
Oh, that's for the brand. It's Yakima quality hops.
Did you just Google that?
I did.
You son of a bitch.
I had a feeling it had it because I was thinking because there's YCH, which is Yakima Chief. So I was like, what the fuck is YQH? But there you have it.
Where do you think the 1320 comes in? Is it just like the
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, and I just looked up HBC. It's Hop Breeding Company. Man, we're learning things today.
Whoa.
Oh, come on.
Did I
feel
ruin
like
it
this
for
ruined
you?
it all.
Oh, sorry. Delete all that. Edit. Take 2.
Well, anyway, so I bought it because I thought the hop name was very bizarre with the experimental hop. So I mean, I don't know. It's a relatively new beer. I didn't look anything up on Untapped. Sorry, Untapped. But I'm pretty sure it would just say that. And the can kind of gives you the notes. That's what I like about this series, is it tells you what to expect from the hops. So this one says tropical, pineapple, and citrus. So let's see if this holds up. Because you know how I love when my cans hold up on their descriptions. It's one of my favorites.
Right. Nice firm description of your cans.
Yeah. So on the schnoz here, very bright citrus. It is like you just sliced open an orange. Not even joking. It's I'm not even exaggerating. That's the word. Exaggerating.
Scott's favorite fruit.
Mm-mm.
It's quite delicious. Well, hence his microphone foam. Looks like he's eating an orange.
Yeah, that is true.
All right. Then, naturally, without further ado, the old tongue jabber.
Where'd he go?
It's extremely light-bodied. It's 6.6%, so I guess that kind of makes sense.
Mid-range.
Definitely a little bit of that citrus coming through. I don't get much of the pineapple. Let me try it again here.
Are you calling them liars? Like your wife?
It's really just overrun by the citrus. But the citrus notes are very, very good. Very, very, very low in bitterness. Like on a scale of 1 to 100, I'd probably say about a 3.
Wow, that's very low.
But it's very good. It's dry on the finish. It's light. You know, it's got that 6.6, which for me is pretty sessionable. This is a pretty good beer for a hop I've never had, and I really don't know much about the Wai-Iti hop. I think it's a New Zealand hop, if I'm not mistaken.
Like it.
But this is a really good beer. I would definitely cop a couple of these for myself.
All right, nice.
Like, remember that mediocre beer I had that one time?
A couple weeks ago, yeah.
A couple weeks ago, and I said if I had this in my fridge and somebody said, "Hey, can I have this?" I'd say, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, please do.
This one I would honestly probably keep to myself.
Yeah, like, I don't think you like this one, but I got a real good one over here. I had it on a show a couple weeks ago. You should try it. Yeah.
It's
not mediocre
It's
at all.
shockingly how dry this is on the finish though. But I'm almost done with it already, and I just started reviewing, and it just goes to show how good it is. And you
feel
are
your
done.
pain.
Wow.
Feel your pain, buddy. I should have brought a backup beer apparently. Wow.
Wow. It's been a while.
Been a while.
But yeah, cheers to Explorium on this one. They
nice.
They do a pretty great job when you brew inside of a mall. I think it's kind of crazy.
Pretty good mall beer. You sent me one of their Lost in the Sauce a while back. That was
that was a
tasty
while back
too.
now, yeah.
So that was a white can. White.
Yeah, I love those white cans.
Good.
Well,
Weirdo.
come on.
But good stuff. All right. Anchor Brewing has pulled out of national distribution. Will no longer be distributing national. Yeah, you heard me. They pulled out.
They pulled out.
Yeah, smartest move they ever made.
No kidding.
But they pulled out of national distribution. Also, they will not be producing the Christmas ale anymore.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm now done with Anchor. Look, they already sold out a few years ago. They're not craft, but I don't know about you. I was always getting the Christmas one. That was pretty tasty.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I said that was a lot of people.
Yeah. It's the only one I still drank from them. They say San Francisco's Anchor Brewing Company is halting national distribution of all its beers, including Anchor Steam, shifting distribution to focus on its home state of California. Additionally, Anchor will not release its popular holiday offering of Anchor Christmas Ale for at least the next 2 years. Due to Christmas Ale's time-intensive and costly brewing and packaging requirements, Anchor has brewed Christmas Ale since 1975.
How is the packaging more expensive than packaging any of their other beers?
Well, every year they have the same artist since 1975 create a different label. Like he draws a different tree on the label.
Oh.
But beyond that, I don't know. They do bottle it. They don't can it. The brewing part of it, I can't imagine how expensive it is to brew it. It's basically like a brown ale. So I don't know why brewing it is expensive, but I'm highly disappointed. Even though they're not craft, I still drank it every year. It's kind of like Christmas time.
Yeah, it was a good Christmas beer.
Can we have a conversation about this artist that's been doing it since 1975?
He needs to lower his rates, apparently.
There's no way that they approach this gentleman or gentlewoman and they're like, yo, guy, chick, we need another Christmas tree. And this person's like, oh, that's gonna cost you. Like, I can get my
the Brinks truck.
8-year-old to draw you a fucking Christmas tree to put on your bottle, and honestly, just send me like a 6-pack. Like, that's all it's gonna take.
All right, I think we can make that happen.
Come on.
I mean, why don't we start with negotiations a little higher? Like, say a case. And they'll go, oh, no, that's too much. And maybe like settle for a 12-pack instead. You know?
$100 billion.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's a big, nice pinky thing there. I think it's a big mistake on their part. I think a lot of people will be disappointed. And honestly, I feel like within the craft community, it's the last thing that the craft drinkers still buy from them.
I think you're right.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people love some old school steam beer.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to agree with that. I mean, most of the rest of the year, I think their sales have gone down because they sold out. But people would buy their Christmas beer, and now they've kind of screwed that up. So.
Yeah.
How hard is it to draw a Christmas tree? God damn it. I can't even get over this.
But that's kind of what it boils down to. I mean,
Seriously.
really, guys?
This artist is minimally 70 years old.
Well, they've been doing it since 75, so I think they're a little older than that. But
Well, I don't know. Let's see. So 25 plus 23 is what? 48. Say, I don't know, roughly 70 years old, maybe 75. Let's ballpark it. Say 77.
yeah,
Right? You're getting a pretty jaggedy Christmas tree if you're drawn at 77. I'm sorry. Prove me
Maybe
wrong.
Maybe he's too old. They're looking for a new Christmas tree drawer.
maybe he croaked or something.
Yeah.
Or she. Don't want to discriminate.
I don't believe it.
Yeah. So, anyways, dumb move, Anchor / Sapporo / Stone.
Yeah. I'm going to get my
Dumb
daughter to
move.
draw them a fucking Christmas tree.
You know what we'll do? I'll brew my own Christmas ale. Get your daughter to draw a Christmas tree for it. We'll just bottle it and sell it ourselves.
Done.
Be part of our campaign giveaway.
I can have it done by tomorrow.
Okay. My beer's going to take a little bit longer than that, but a lot shorter than Anchor.
Well, we draw fast Christmas trees here.
Yeah. Well, talented family. What can I say? The apple does not
And
fall
it
far.
won't cost you any more money.
See? We'd be a great presidential team because you're already thinking about economics here.
It's all about economics.
Yeah, exactly. Smart guy.
We need to be a country that when you walk into a store, you go straight for the clearance rack. That is what kind of country we need.
It's like Target when you walk in, they bombard you with like that $2 section.
Yeah, exactly. My wife loves that section, so perfect.
Yeah, there you go. That'll be us. That'll be our campaign slogan. The $2 section of presidents.
Make U.S. like Target.
That'll be perfect. A little breaking news in the beer world. CEO Steve Freshheimer to depart.
I love when you do that.
Yeah, to depart New Belgium after leading the Fort Collins craft brewery to record growth. They're not craft anymore. Steve, who led New Belgium Brewing Company to unprecedented growth, will depart the company in August after 6 years to explore new challenges. His departure will wrap up a 6-year tenure at the Fort Collins, Colorado-based craft brewery that saw the acquisition by Keurig-owned Lion Little World Beverages, a new record volume as the company pushed across 1.2 million barrels, Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA becoming the top-selling IPA and the number 2 best-selling craft beer in the U.S., not craft, and the biggest year-one craft beer launch of all time, not craft, in Voodoo Ranger Juice Force IPA. When asked why now was the right time to step aside, he told Brewbound that it was important for him that any transition occur as the business was performing well, but also at a time that was right for New Belgium, his co-workers, and his partners. With the stability of our growth and performance of the business, this felt like the right time for that to happen, he said. Daniel McClarnon, New Belgium CFO and a 19-year vet of the brewery, will serve as interim CEO starting August 1st as a search gets underway for a permanent successor.
Voodoo Ranger is a good chug beer.
It is?
It's
I
all right.
don't know if I chug it, but I like Voodoo Ranger. I was sorry to see them.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked a great number of the New Belgium portfolio.
It's a good chug beer.
I'll try that.
That's such a fucking bitter, piney-ass beer, though. How do you chug that thing?
Because of that.
But it's like so teeth-crushingly bitter. Like
Yeah, but it's like-
the OG Voodoo Ranger.
But when you chug something, you like hardly get the taste of it until like you're done chugging. And that's when it settles.
And by then, you've lost all your enamel.
Well, and by then you're just like, well, I'm glad I don't have to do that again.
There is that. Sounds delightful? Question mark?
Question mark.
Yeah. All right. Is everybody ready to go down to Florida?
Always. Hi, Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa. Drunk Florida man goes goes nuts on deputy after crashing into hydrant.
He crashed into the hydrant, or the deputy did?
He did. His name was Frank Clement Jr.
Ooh, that sounds like somebody that would crash into a fire hydrant.
Yeah. Initially, after crashing into the hydrant, he had just slumped over his steering wheel. Seeing the crash, a driver passing by stopped to help Clement out of his truck. Clement begged the Samaritan not to call 911 and described himself as fucked up. He might also have recalled that he was on probation. Law
He
enforcement.
said that on the phone?
He told the guy who was trying to help him and also called,
my God.
called 911. Yeah. Law enforcement officers were soon on the scene. Clement, 52, a resident of Raymore Drive in Palm Coast, I love that they give out these details, immediately conceded that he'd been drinking, no shit, and repeated to a deputy how sorry he was before crying. Clement's dog was running around, but then Clement, who was slurring and incoherent, inexplicably, easy for you to say, approached one of the deputies. The deputy told him to move back. Clement didn't. The deputy put a hand on Clement's torso to push him back, and Clement seemed offended. Fuck that, he said. A scuffle took place as deputy... Lex just spit beer out of his nose. A scuffle took place as deputies took him down and handcuffed him, but not before Clement repeatedly reached or attempted to strike the deputies, according to his arrest report. And mixing insults with apologies. At one point, Clement reached for one of the deputies' crotch and grabbed it, hurling more insults as he began squeezing and twisting the deputy's testicles, causing the deputy extreme pain.
You think?
Yeah. I hope otherwise we'd have some questions.
Holy shit.
That's what resulted in the aggravated battery charge. At that point, the deputy struck Clement in the face 3 times, causing a gash over his eye before Clement desisted. The witness who had stopped to help Clement told deputies that he witnessed the man try to strike the deputy. It appeared that the man was going for the deputy's firearm, he said.
Just going for his dick.
Oh, he definitely went for his firearm, I tell you.
Hey-o.
Clement was too drunk to allow for field sobriety exercises. Paramedics tended to him and took him to Advent Health Palm Coast for treatment. His right hand was bruised and was swelling. He was released a few hours later and booked at the county jail. He'd been in an almost identical crash not far from the same location only last July. He'd driven his truck into the woods. Deputies similarly found him intoxicated. He was arrested on drunk driving charge and a charge of possession of prescription drugs without a prescription. The felony count was dropped. He was sentenced to 6 months on probation on the DUI charge. And probation.
Sounds like he learned his lesson.
Yeah, right. Has obviously now been violated. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I like that they wrapped up the story with John's towed the pickup truck and an animal control officer claimed the dog. He's being held at the jail on no bond on the probation violation and $30,000 bond on other charges.
John's Towing, our new sponsor.
Yeah.
How do you insult somebody but then like apologize? How do you mix? I don't understand that.
So if you want to Google the story, there is video with it. Like
I'm doing this because I love you.
Yeah. It was the body cam, and it didn't make good for pod because the audio was not great and all that stuff. But if you want to watch, it's kind of funny because he's like, "Hey, fuck you, man," and then the guy hits him in the face like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. What the fuck? I'm so sorry."
Here, let me twist your nuts a little bit just to show how sorry I am.
Maybe that'll make it feel better.
That's
how about
so
a purple
bizarre.
nurple?
I'm sorry. I'm squeezing your testicles so hard. Like
This is just how I like it.
Uncontrollable or something.
Right.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. So I guess the moral of the story is don't get drunk and high on prescription drugs and
When you don't have a prescription.
and then grab deputies' dicks. So there's that.
Yeah.
I hope you're listening, Deb.
Yeah, Deb. She's got a real problem with that. She's also on probation for a similar reason.
No bond.
Yeah, no bond. Just grab. So I'm going to run down this real quick because it's going to anger Flex. The 15 best American IPAs available in most stores right now. And I'm going to say who it's from because I'm angered by it too.
I love lists. by the way.
Popculture.com, who is known to do lists full of sellout beers. I can't fucking stand their articles.
And they pay for followers.
Oh, they absolutely do. It's so obvious. So number 1, Liberty Ale from Anchor Brewing, no longer available nationwide. Good job.
Crazy.
Ballast Point Brewing Sculpin.
No.
No thanks. Here's a good one. It's no longer craft, unfortunately. Bell's Brewery, Two Hearted Ale.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Good one. Cigar City Highlight Brewing.
They're no longer
No,
craft
sorry.
either.
Cigar City Brewing Highlight. That one's murky. They were merged with the same company that merged with Firestone. Are they still craft? I don't know. By definition,
it's tough. But I mean, the beer's it's serviceable.
Yeah. Here's a good one and a craft one. Deschutes Brewery Fresh Squeezed.
That's good.
Dogfish Head 60-minute IPA.
Super classic.
Yeah. Firestone Walker Brewing Company Union Jack IPA. Super classic. Half Acre Brewing Bodum.
Dude, that beer is really fucking good.
I've not had Bodum.
And it's like $10 for a 4-pack.
Oh.
It's
really
stupid. It's so stupid.
Lagunitas IPA.
I have a buddy. It's like his all-time favorite beer.
Lagunitas?
IPA, yes.
Oh. Oof. New Belgium Brewing's Voodoo Ranger IPA. Night Shifts Santilli? Santilli?
I've never had any Night Shift.
Santilli? I've had a couple of things at Tabor. Revolution Brewing's Anti-Hero.
It's like a super okay beer to me.
Okay. Never had it. Scott will like this one. Sierra Nevada's Torpedo Extra IPA.
Oh, yeah.
Yours and Stone Cold's.
One of my favorites.
The inspiration for Stone Cold's Broken Skull. Stone Brewing, Stone IPA. That was number one.
Number one, really?
Yeah, number one. All those IPAs. Stone Brewing IPA. The one that's been around since like 1947.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. There you have it. That's everything. Everybody.
That's why I wonder if we can get a Christmas tree on their beer.
On Stones? They can't afford it either. Same parent company.
I'm kidding.
They are flush out of cash. Thank you all
so much.
They owe their Napa tap room a shit ton of money. Thank you all for listening. Thanks for drinking and joining and all that good stuff. craftbeerrepublic.com, at craftbeerrepublic, at flexmeabeer _ in between, at things on the gram for Scott.
Whatever they are.
Yeah, find him.
Yeah.
It's a good follow. He posts all the time.
Yeah.
Follow him for workout tips.
Get legs like me.
Yeah. Get trunks like Flex.
Follow me and I'll follow you.
Yeah. And
however you do that, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe show him how after you follow him.
Sure. Send me a tutorial.
Yeah.
Instructional video.
He'll never see it because he doesn't know how to check it, but send it to him anyways. 805-538-BEER 2337. I think that's everything. Hope everyone out there staying very well hydrated.
And on that note,
good night, everybody.